does it actually mean to be the richest country on Earth? Is it about stacking the most cash? Or is there something deeper? Something that turns a patch of land into an economic powerhouse? Today, we're counting down the top 10 richest countries in the world, ranked by GDP per capita, the fairest way to measure how wealthy a nation truly is per person. Get ready, because some of these results might genuinely surprise you. Coming in at number 10. And yes, the world's largest economy doesn't even crack the top 5. It's the United States of America. With a GDP per capita hovering around $80,000, the US remains a titan of global finance, technology, and innovation, home to Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and the world's most powerful military. The United States generates roughly $25 trillion in economic output every single year. So why is it higher on this list? Simple. With over 330 million people, even a massive pie gets divided into smaller slices. Still, the American economic engine, powered by consumer spending, cutting-edge tech, and a deeply entrenched financial system, keeps it firmly in the top tier, from Apple to Amazon, from Hollywood to Harvard. The US exports not just goods, but an entire way of life. And that cultural and economic influence stretches into every corner of the globe. At number 9, we have a country most people forget about when thinking about wealth: Iceland. Don't let the name fool you. This volcanic island nation in the North Atlantic punches way above its weight. With a population of just 370,000 people and a GDP per capita of around $85,000. Iceland has built a remarkably prosperous economy on the back of renewable energy, fisheries, tourism, and aluminum production. Iceland is also consistently ranked among the happiest, most equal, and most peaceful countries on the planet. After the devastating financial crash of 2008, when its banking system spectacularly collapsed, Iceland made a remarkable recovery by doing something new. It let its banks fail, prosecuted its bankers, and focused on rebuilding from the ground up. Today, it stands as a model of economic resilience and social trust. Not bad for a country with more geysers than traffic lights. Number 8 brings us to the glittering desert skyline of the United Arab Emirates. The UAE, and especially its crown jewel Dubai, has become one of the most recognizable symbols of modern wealth on Earth. With a GDP per capita of around $90,000, this federation of 7 emirates has transformed itself from a pearl, diving backwater into a global hub for trade, tourism, aviation, and finance, all within just a few decades. What makes the UAE story so extraordinary is the speed of the transformation. In the 1970s, much of the country was still undeveloped desert. Today, Dubai has the world's tallest building, one of the busiest airports on the planet, and a skyline that looks like it was designed by a science fiction writer. And while oil kick started this economic miracle, the UAE has wisely diversified today. Less than 30% of Dubai's GDP comes from oil. The remaining 70% is built on services, logistics, real estate, and global business. Smart money, indeed. Lucky number 7, and what a country to have it! Norway, consistently topping global rankings for quality of life, human development, and social equality. Norway has turned its North Sea oil wealth into one of the most sophisticated sovereign wealth funds on Earth. The government pension fund Global, informally known as the Oil Fund, is now worth over $1.6 trillion, making it the largest sovereign wealth fund in the world. Norway's GDP per capita sits at around $100,000. But it's not just the money, it's what Norwegians do with it. Free education, universal health care, generous parental leave, and a social safety net so robust that poverty is almost non-existent. Norway has essentially solved many of the problems that plague wealthier but less equitable nations. and the Norwegian model continues to be studied and admired by governments around the world. One of the coldest countries on the map, and arguably one of the warmest when it comes to taking care of its people. At number 6, another Nordic powerhouse, Denmark, with a GDP per capita of roughly $68,000.
What?
Denmark may seem like a surprising entry on this list, but Denmark's wealth is just measured in raw output. It's measured in quality, innovation, and trust. Denmark is home to some of the world's most successful companies. Think Maersk, the shipping giant, Novo Nordisk, a global pharmaceutical leader, and Lego, perhaps the most beloved toy brand in human history. What makes Denmark stand out is its famous flexicurity model, a labor market system that combines flexible hiring and firing with strong unemployment benefits and active job retraining programs. Workers aren't trapped in dying industries. They're supported in transitioning to new ones. The result is a highly adaptive, innovative economy that consistently ranks at the top for ease of doing business, low corruption, and worker satisfaction. Danes may pay the highest taxes in the world, but most of them will tell you they get their money's worth. Halfway through our list, and we arrive at one of the most fascinating economic stories of the 20th century, Singapore. This tiny city-state, just 50 kilometers across, sits at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula and has a GDP per capita of nearly $100,000. When Singapore gained independence in 1965, it had virtually no natural resources, no hinterland, no fresh water, and no obvious path to prosperity. Its founding Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, famously said the odds were stacked against them. And yet, within a single generation, Singapore became one of the wealthiest, most livable, and most competitive nations on Earth. How? By becoming indispensable. Singapore positioned itself as the gateway between East and West, a global trading hub, a financial center, a logistics paradise. Its port is one of the busiest in the world. Its airport, Changi, regularly wins best in the world. Its universities and schools are globally top-ranked. And its legal system, strict, transparent, and reliable, makes it one of the easiest places on Earth to do business. Size isn't destiny. Singapore proved that. At number 4, precision, neutrality, and extraordinary wealth, Switzerland. With a GDP per capita of around $100,000, Switzerland is the financial heart of Europe, home to private banking giants, pharmaceutical behemoths like Roche and Novartis, and iconic luxury brands including Rolex, Nestle, and Lindt. But Switzerland's wealth goes deeper than chocolate and watches. The Swiss financial system is legendary, built on centuries of discretion, stability, and reliability. Geneva hosts the United Nations European headquarters, the Red Cross, and dozens of global organizations. Zurich is consistently ranked among the world's top cities for quality of life. And the Swiss political system, with its unique model of direct democracy and strong federalism, ensures that the country's wealth is managed with extraordinary care and accountability. Switzerland doesn't just earn money, it preserves it. And in a volatile world, that's worth its weight in gold, or, in this case, in Swiss francs. Number 3 might be the biggest surprise on this entire list. Ireland. Yes, the Emerald Isle. Once one of the poorest countries in Western Europe. Haunted by famine, emigration, and colonial legacy, is now the 3rd richest country in the world by GDP per capita, with figures exceeding $100,000. How did Ireland do it? In a word, taxes. Ireland's ultra-low corporate tax rate of 12.5% made it a magnet for American tech giants. Apple, Google, Meta, and dozens of others set up European headquarters in Dublin. This brought an enormous flood of foreign direct investment, high-paying jobs, and tax revenues that transformed the Irish economy. Critics argue that Ireland's GDP numbers are inflated by the profits of multinationals technically booked on Irish soil. And that's a fair point. But even setting aside the accounting quirks, Ireland's real economic transformation has been spectacular. young, highly educated, English-speaking workforce, a dynamic startup ecosystem, and a location at the intersection of the US and EU markets make Ireland one of the most valuable pieces of real estate in the global economy. At number 2, small in size, enormous in wealth, Luxembourg. This tiny, landlocked nation, nestled between Germany, France, and Belgium, has just 660,000 inhabitants. Yet its GDP per capita of around $130,000 makes it one of the most prosperous places on earth per person. Luxembourg's wealth is rooted in steel. The country was once an industrial powerhouse, but as steel declined, Luxembourg reinvented itself as the financial capital of Europe. Today, it's the continent's largest investment fund center, hosting more than 3,500 investment funds and countless banking institutions, satellite companies, stealth multinationals, and European institutions, including the European Court of Justice, all call Luxembourg home. It's also a transportation and logistics hub, a media center, and increasingly, a space industry leader. Yes, Luxembourg actually passed legislation to allow companies to mine asteroids. When your country is this rich, outer space is the next logical market. And here we are, the richest country in the world. A place so small, you could walk across it in 45 minutes. Monaco. This tiny principality on the French Riviera, with just 2 square kilometers of territory and 40,000 residents, has a GDP per capita of roughly $240,000, nearly double that of its closest competitor. Monaco is the playground of the world's elite. No income tax, perfect weather, a coastline that looks like a painting, and a concentration of millionaires and billionaires per square meter that is unmatched anywhere on Earth. Nearly 1 in 3 residents of Monaco is a millionaire. The principality earns its revenue through tourism, real estate, financial services, and the iconic Casino de Monte Carlo. Ferraris and Lamborghinis idle through the streets. Super yachts pack the harbor. And the annual Formula One Grand Prix, where racing cars tear through the narrow city streets, is one of the most glamorous sporting events in the world. Monaco is not so much a country as a concept, the ultimate proof that geography, smart governance, and the right tax code can create unimaginable wealth in the smallest of places. So there you have it, the top 10 richest countries in the world. From the frozen fjords of Norway to the neon towers of Singapore, from the alpine vaults of Switzerland to the sun-baked glamour of Monaco. Wealth takes many forms and follows many paths, but one thing is clear. The richest nations aren't just lucky. They built systems, legal, educational, financial, and social, that allowed prosperity to grow and compound over generations. And whether you're a massive continental economy or a tiny city-state on the edge of the sea, the principles are surprisingly similar. Invest in people, play the long game, and never stop adapting. If you found this video interesting, hit that like button, subscribe for more content just like this, and drop a comment below. Which country surprised you the most? We'll see you in the next one.